And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one. Now here's Morant. The three-pointer, no good. Leonard on the wing, Brooks covering. Zubac, no good. And here's Brooks, he'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Bain, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Jackson against Morant. Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. You know, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps us have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now Zubac, after the missed three from Desmond Bain. Zubac kicks to George. Zubac the pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by George.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, SuperLu and I had a few minutes to share. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it can feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Here's Bain. The Clippers getting the bucket. On the wing, Brooks. No good with the triple. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. One's on Morant.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Puts up a three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets there, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
George has a two-pointer. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Bain kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson against Morant. Takes a three. Jackson misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. From deep three-point range. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's George. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got 5 now.
And the one thing about Moore, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Here's Adams. On the wing, Bain. Defended by George. Los Angeles leading by 4. A 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And you have to get out on Leonard. His three-point shot is lethal.
Out to Brooks for the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here is George. Morris dishes to George. The 3. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. 8 points for him.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Three-pointer. They get it back.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Marcus Morris has been leading the charge for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers. Here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks, because he is so humble. He is so demanding, and you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal. Welcoming any physicality on his way out. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Leonard with no one around. They get a hand on it. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. A 52-point game in February that year. Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
For Memphis, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Pass to Jackson. George against Bain. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
We're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
George passes to Morris. Shot clock at 5. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the Grizzlies with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Morant kicks to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Out left to the wing. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Jackson. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
And the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Taking matters into into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Jackson has the open look. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brooks outside. It's Morant with the drop. The shot's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Outside for George. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The three. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Brooks has got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Zubac the pass to George. Jackson kicks to Morris. Shot from the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Out to Morant. Here's the three. That's a basket. His 8th from the field. 8 of 14.
In motion, Morant's shooting ability is solid. But when he's this setup, it's outstanding.
George looking over the floor. Passes to Jackson. Back to George. Outside Jackson. It's George on the wing to end the run. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And he nails the third. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant outside. Jackson finds Bain. Back to Jackson. Here's Morant. Jackson trying to break free. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside Leonard. And a missed layup. Morant outside and finished off by Morant.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. With us, thank you, David. And whoop.
Grizzlies 31, the Clippers 25.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the small forward position. Up top, Covington. He's guarded by Williams. Covington's shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Conchar, the pass to Williams. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on Norman Powell. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw this game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Grizzlies Zaire Good. First personal foul. First team foul.
Powell kicks to Covington. pass to Batum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
The wily veteran Batum is so good at positioning himself to get the shot, the foul, or both.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Green. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 9. All with it. Now Green defending. Crafty move. Here's Covington. Kicks it to Batum. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Wall. Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Williams passes to Clark. Powell with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Wall with the ball. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Powell.
God, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Norman, second personal foul. Second team.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Jones. Outside, Green. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Williams sinks that one from a post. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
Great recognition of the mismatch, abusing the smaller defender. Poor guy.
Going to high school in the L.A. area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021, but he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
And it's Green, missing. Clippers trail by 4. To the middle, here's Batum. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Williams dishes to Jones. Williams passes to Jones. Here's Concho. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
To the inside, Williams with the steal. And now the Grizzlies fast break. 1:32 left here in the third quarter. Good D by Covington. Right side, Batum. Another one falls for the Clippers.
So confident from the mid-range. Batum relishes any opportunity to fire away from there.
Jones kicks to Williams. Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. Williams with the ball. Now Covington defending. Clark. Batum grabs the miss. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for Los Angeles. And the dunk by Covington.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Jones in the post. Covered by Wall. Kicks it out to Jones. From the baseline. And again, Memphis no good. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now. For the lead, Man gets the bucket.
A nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Concho. Back to Williams. On the wing, Green. No points. points in the game yet for him. And the three ball is good. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game it would come down to be.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him, with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Outside Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Memphis leading. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Now Bain. It's stolen by Morris. Bain against Jackson. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Morant right side. Into the lane. And Morant throws it down.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles with another miss. Memphis leading by 7. Bain with the bucket. And it's 7 points for Desmond Bain.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And the dunk by Zubac.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Grizzlies.
Morant surveying the D. Outside Jackson. Bain kicks to Brooks. And there's the pass to Bain. Out to Brooks. Hangs in the air. And Bain with the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't moved.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with Georgia's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. Adams trying to free himself up. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They have great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Brooks against Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Bain kicks to Jackson. From the arc. That one doesn't go. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George finds Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bain for 3. And he's able to get it back. Misses the deep three-point attempt.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Morant outside. And it's Brooks in the corner. Outside, Bain. Passes it to Morant. Over Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. Outside Leonard. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Deep. And no good that time. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Jordan. Off the inbound. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, small forward. Now here's Adams. Morant with it. Russell covering. Payne, the pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. That one's good from Payne on the assist by Jackson. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now. Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Morant, the pass to Payne. Good, and the setup by Morant. Payne's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Boy, the former 2nd overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Morant, the pass to Payne. Jackson outside. Payne against Edwards. Oh, he picked him clean. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And stolen by Edwards. On the break. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by Memphis. Count it.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Morant against Russell. Outside Payne. Outside Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a 3. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
1:44 left in the first. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Now here's Edwards. The three is up. Adams grabs the miss. Bad intentions.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Gobert, that's good.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside Bane, lets it go from deep. Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Edwards slams it in.
Exactly how you want to run the break. Great execution by Edwards.
Russell against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Adams. Back to Jackson. Bane with it. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior. You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The shot by Russell, no good. Brooks outside. Here's Adams. Going inside. Back to Brooks. Desmond Bane getting it done for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing him.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on. Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And then Morant with the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Jackson for 3. The offensive rebound. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Here's Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Here's Morant, following the score by Minnesota. Brooks outside. Pass to Bane. Russell against Morant. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. Morant's got 7 now in this quarter.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
The kick out to Edwards. Here's Prince. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Memphis is going 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. Morant against Russell.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant against Edwards. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now Bane. Drives to the hoop. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Here's Edwards. Beyond the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Russell up top to the left wing. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. Can't get it to drop. Great D that time from Bane. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Morant, no good. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Edwards against Bane. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Stolen by Bane. Edwards against Brooks. Pass to Adams. Back to Bane. Oh, and makes it with a kiss. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Steven Adams.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And no luck that time either. Gobert. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half.
And then Morant with the dunk. The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Prince. Here's Towns. Picked by Prince. The crossover. Shot's good by Towns. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And you see Towns with those big mitts, able to control the basketball on the dribble. That's where the size of your hands can be a nice asset for you.
Here's Morant. It's blocked by Gobert. Pass to Prince. There's the 3. The shot won't fall. And so it's Memphis ending the quarter up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Green out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Rivers. Reed in the post. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Here's Noel, and he goes in for the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Three-pointer, no good. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark is checked in for Tillman, and Williams is subbed in for Aldama. Memphis leading. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Noel. And Clark with a block. And he's able to get it back. McDaniels, that's good. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Conchar. Outside for Green. Now here's Jones. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Conchar. Doesn't go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Rivers. And here's Reed. Stolen by Jones. In transition. Here's Williams. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Anderson.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy basket.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. On the wing, Noel. Misses the layup. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Anderson with it. Guarded now by Williams. McDaniels passes to Reed. Can't hit that one. Good D by Clark. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Jones. Williams on the wing. And Williams punches it home.
Boy, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
The drive by Rivers. Pass to Reed. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. With the drive. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. On the wing, Conchar. To the inside, Jones. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Rivers. No good with the triple. Well, Memphis shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Williams finds Jones. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Here's Conchar. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's McDaniels. Jacks up a 3. Clark grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Green. Kicks it out to Clark. Stolen by Anderson. On the wing, Noel. Reed in the post. Defended by Jones. Reed, good.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
Now Jones. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here he goes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at point guard.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Now here's Jackson. Back to Bain. And Gobert with a block. Goes back up. Sent that one away, but after it touched the backboard, the refs are on it, and they call him for goaltending.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Russell with the ball. Clock at 6. Here's Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Morant.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell, the pass to Towns. Misses the 3.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Outside Morant. Back to Brooks. Outside for Morant. And it's off from three-point range. The Timberwolves shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Now here's Towns. To Gobert. And Gobert with the stop.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Morant with it. Russell covering from deep. Bain. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Adams covering. Gobert passes to Towns. And he can't get that one. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Outside Morant. Jackson, right side. Outside Bain. Now Morant. On the wing, Brooks. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Time running out for the Timberwolves. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Looking to get it going. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Adams. Brooks outside. Jackson outside. Outside Bain. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. They grab their own miss. Edwards finds McDaniels. Outside Russell. Back to Towns. And the layup is good off the glass.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
There's 37 seconds left in the final quarter. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Pass to Bain. Outside Morant. From deep three-point range. Memphis the rebound. Outside for Brooks. Morant with it. Jackson outside. From deep. The shot no good. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Absolutely amazing. This young man is so money, and his teammates absolutely love him. Carl Anthony Towns, a.k.a. Big Cat.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kent.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
George looking over the floor. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the rejection by Zubac. Leonard against Edwards. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Russell passes to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
George against Edwards. Outside for George. This is it to Leonard. Back to George. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 3.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Finals.
Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
And here's George. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns, here's Zubac. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first free throw of the game.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Good on the second free throw. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Leonard with the steal. On the wing, Morris. Defended by Towns. Los Angeles with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Edwards finds Prince. Outside, Russell. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
George passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Morris with a screen on Edwards. George passes to Morris. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Clippers trail by 6. Broke loose. And George kicks to Leonard. To the paint, Zubac. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
George passes to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Morris inside. Towns on him. Morris, no good. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
He was all alone on that. Morris has got 5 points so far.
A really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Russell feeling it out a bit, and the basket is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
George against Edwards. George passes to Zubac. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Paul George with the steal. Leonard finds George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You got to have this great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handle.
The kick out to Towns. Drains it from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement. Has the tools there to snuff out a shot. He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Prince finds Edwards. And he gets it to go. Edwards got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Right side George. Pass to Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Towns. Prince in the corner. Down low, stolen by Jackson. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. The shot by George, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Prince. The feed to Gobert. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gobert's got his 2nd bucket.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Jackson dishes to Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Russell against Jackson. Russell, no good. Clippers trail by 12. Here's George. Here's Morris. Zubats rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Right side, Towns. And slammed down by Gobert.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Jackson passes to Morris. Takes it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. No good on that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. And here is Prince. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. For 3, Edwards. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wide open look. Carries the jump shot.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Outside, Russell. Outside, Towns. Driving the lane, and the shot goes in. Towns has got 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
No good from Zubats. Timberwolves leading by 14. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Prince. Bangs home the trifecta. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Jackson dishes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness.
Thanks so much, David and Wilson.
The Timberwolves, 34.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who SuperLu's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Ball against Rivers. Jacks up a three. Noel, no good. Clippers trail by 15. Inside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And Norman Powell, he is compact and powerful, able to take that hit.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
An efficient scorer. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Reed gets the bucket.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
All with it, picked up by Rivers. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Noel. And the three off target.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And here's Wall outside. No good that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Rivers against Wall. Here's Reed. And that one is hammered home.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Wall looking for an opening. Here's Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass. You make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
To the left side wing. Right wing. And Anderson kicks to Rivers. There's the drive. Here's Noel. And they get it back. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Now Wall. Pass to man. Dishes it to Batum. Clock at 6. That three off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Rivers kicks to Reed. Nailed from three-point land. Reed's got 7 points.
That's just unselfish. In the past, maybe Austin Rivers thinks about shooting it, holding on to the ball to take it himself.
Outside Covington. Back to Wall. Reed with the block. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
First two.
And the free throw, no good.
Jalen Noel. Shooting 1.
Timberwolves leading by 17. There's the pass to Rivers. Anderson outside. Passes it to McDaniels. Down low, Covington with the steal. A shot by Batum, no good. Batum with the steal. He kicks it to Wall. All alone. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Baseline jumper, and again Minnesota will turn it over.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Here's Powell. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Wall. Powell with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, can't sleep on how defensively he will step up and start to pour it in.
And the second free throw, good. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Pass to Towns. This one for 3. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity. And so it's Minnesota with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 6. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. On the court for Minnesota. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. And finished off by Edwards.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Jackson passes to Morris. Outside for Jackson. Leonard on the wing. For 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Towns. From down in the low post, it goes. 17 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Clippers trail by 20. George double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Morris kicks to Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Kicks it out to Prince. Over in the corner, Edwards. Banked in off the glass. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Takes it from 10. Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 8 points for Leonard.
He's like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Russell finds Prince. Over in the corner, Edwards. 6 to shoot. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard. Minnesota with the rebound. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George. Stolen by George. Leonard dishes to Morris. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Russell with a wide open look. Here's Gobert. Puts the move on. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Russell passes to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Launches a 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard dishes to Jackson. And the pass to George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 8th assist in the game. Russell finds Towns. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Russell from long range. That shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris passes to George. Outside Jackson. Now here is Morris. Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Timberwolves.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Leonard from deep three-point land. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Now you settle in and you watch the show coming from Kawhi as he's filling it up and doing it in a lot of ways.
Edwards against George. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Towns for three. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Here's Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. There's the triple. Nice D from Russell. Now here's Towns. Off on that one. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of...
The starting lineup. At small forward, Dylan Brooke.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Jackson, the pass to Payne. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Adding to his game over time, when Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. Leonard's got room. He can't get that one to fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
And here's Morant outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Here's George. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Morris for 3. Adams grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Payne, the pass to Jackson. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Morant against Jackson. Morant, the pass to Payne. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And here's Morant outside. Connects from downtown.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to George. From downtown. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Jackson. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers trail. Leonard finds Morris. Up top, George. Shoots over Moran. George, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Outside Bain. Takes the three. Good. And the setup by Moran. Bain's got 5.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Moran against Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Now here's George. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Moran. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Memphis, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. Bain into the lane. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Jackson, pass to Morris. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Now here's Leonard. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Stolen by Jackson. It's George on the wing. Inside. Here's Zubats. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Moran. Moran with the slam!
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Zubats' shot is off. From deep three-point range. And so it's Memphis closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Memphis.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's George on the drive.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Moran against Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. Brooks outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Moran. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers shooting only 25% from the floor. Not great. Here's George. Here's Leonard. No good. A bit long that time. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. Zubats high post. Adams is there. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. 6 to shoot. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here's Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Ja Morant picks one up.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
From deep, Morant. And Jackson, here we go. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 16. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, were the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Payne's got 8.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
George passes to Zubac. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Payne against George. Here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Paul George.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Doris, the last few years, we've seen teams put together rosters loaded with talent, but it hasn't always translated to rings.
I think what we've learned, Brian, is that just accumulating talent is not enough to win in this league. What you have to find is a team that fits together well in terms of the individual parts. There also has to be that elusive chemistry. You can't define it, hard to win without it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
The show must go on. Thanks, Allie. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Morant against Jackson. Zubac. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Memphis has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Morant, no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Up top, Jackson. Pass to Adams. Up top, Jackson. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 5. To baseline, Jay. Payne, no good. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Ball to Memphis.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. We've got 33 seconds left in the second period. Jones from outside. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will come the other way. Down low. Here's Wall. Conchar pulls it in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Outside for Green. Back to Conchar. Fires for 3. The shot no good. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight. It has been.
The Grizzlies, 30. Fans, let's hear it for
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got Danny Green. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the 4-man position. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis' ball.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Memphis has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Conchar can't hit. The Clippers really having a tough go here. To the middle. Covington passes to Batum. Basket's good.
What soft touch from Nick Batum. This guy has no trouble finishing in the painted area.
And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Wall against Jones. Now here's Wall. The D's right on him. Fires from deep. Batum's shot is off. Memphis has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Inside. Outside Jones. Batum against Clark. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's Clark. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Clark's got his first bucket in this one.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Outside, Green. Pass to Williams. Now Jones. The 3-ball. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
First personal foul. First.
And he makes the first.
Think about Robert Covington's pass to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. With the crossover, Wall no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Clark with it, guarded by Batum. Green for 3. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. To the inside. Wall. Missed inside. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Williams finds Clark. Back to Williams. Here's Conchar. On the wing, Green. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First 2.
Well, Los Angeles shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Tremendous job by Robert Covington to get the defense committed and draw the contact. Nice.
That free throw misses.
The line for LA, Robert Covington, taking 2.
And he's good on the second. Here's Jones. He's got 5. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Knocked loose. Pass to Conchar. Outside for Green. Jones from outside. And again, Memphis no good. Jones has got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Wall, the pass to Powell. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's Conchar. Outside for Green. Clark outside. Pass to Jones. Takes a 3. Batum pulls it in. Jones is gone. 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Wall with it, and Clark picks him up defensively.
One of the things I admire most about Dick is how consistently he gives effort through 48 minutes. Plays with his head in the game and giving his all-out effort every play.
He hits the second from the line. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
So for the Clippers, here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Outside, Williams. To stop the drought. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Memphis with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And their defense has stood out. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in it to one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Morant against Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Fires the three. The Clippers grab the miss. It's George on the wing. Jackson can't get it to go. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And stolen by Morant. Buries it down low.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Well, the Clippers shooting only 23% so far. George against Bain. George's shot is off. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That one's off.
Shooting for Memphis, Dylan Brooks.
And he can't hit the second. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. That one drops for him.
That's just heads-up basketball. Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth.
And then Morant with the jam. But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
Bain with it. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Reggie Jackson. And he can't get the first one.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain. At the line for 2.
And he ends up missing both free throws. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Jackson can't get it to go. Memphis shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. From deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And the Clippers with the ball. And here's George. He's off on that one. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Morant with it. Guarded now by Morris. Jackson finds Brooks. Right side Bain. Clock at 6. To the paint. Zubac with the steal. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Leonard. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. The officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line. It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Outside for Brooks. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. On the wing, Bain. Just 4 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. There's the block.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
We look at all the turnovers. Boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Out to Leonard. Jackson, the pass to Morris. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Ja Morant.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities. That's the idea. You work the ball into that area, it's a sweet spot.
Now Morant. From deep three-point range. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Bain. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. And it's Jackson on the take. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And the bucket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so Memphis
Matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Out to Morant. Adams right side. Towns with the steal. Here is Edwards. Right side Russell. Morant with the steal. And he converts the layup.
John Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
The offensive rebound. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now, here is Russell. He kicks it to Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards with the stop.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Morant passes to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Off target from outside. And it's Russell with the ball. They'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now, here's Bain. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Bain. Four on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards dishes to Prince, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside, Russell. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2.
We saw glimpses of John Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both John and Memphis took it to another level.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Prince, the pass to Gobert. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Towns. Makes it off the glass. Another level indeed for John Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom 3rd of the league.
You know, some of John Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Now, here is Russell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Towns. Off target with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Morant, and it's sent back by Russell. Left side, Towns. With the second effort, he dishes it to Edwards. Back to Towns, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Morant kicks to Brooks. With the drive, outside Jackson. Back to Brooks. Now the pass to Bain. Brooks outside. And that does it for the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. And will return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Russell with the bucket.
The gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher. And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3.
And I think, Steve, now we see less real grudge matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, you got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
6 on the shot clock. Right side, Russell. Knocks it loose. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Memphis trailing here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Morant kicks to Bain. Out to Morant. Brooks against Prince. Poked away. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Edwards with the stop.
How about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Morant scanning the floor. Prince against Brooks. Adams. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Russell. Out to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Here's Morant. Can't connect from short range.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. The rejection by Jackson. Morant outside. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. To the paint. Here's Prince. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And showing the way plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
With the step back. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And then Morant slams it in.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Russell feeling it out a bit. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Morant passes to Jackson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards leaps.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
It's Morant with the drop. And then Morant slams it in.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Russell kicks to Prince. This is to Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant.
I like whenever Gobert takes initiative and tries to score because sometimes it forces the defense to foul him.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Towns. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Noel, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Austin Rivers in for D'Angelo Russell. And here's Rivers. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Thank you, David, for that interview.
22.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Prince is checked in for Rivers. Here's Noel. At the top of the key, Gobert. Shot from the low block. And that's good off the glass that time. Gobert's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
Entering the league raw offensively. Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Show me the spirit, fans. Loudest video we have gives a free t-shirt.
Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. Rivers comes in for Taurean Prince. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. 6-point game. The kick out to Williams. Passes it to Concho. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Rivers surveying the D. Anderson passes to Rivers. Back to Anderson. The pass to Reed. 5 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. The shot, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones with it. Picked up by Rivers. Got a piece of it. Now, here's McDaniel. D right on him. Pass to Reed. Here's Noel. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Anderson. Here's McDaniels. Here's Reed. Look at that. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Here's Williams. That shot missing. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Rivers passes to Noel. Here's Reed, and he dunks it down.
Reversed it home. That was ready.
Agreed. The agility on display. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Jones looking for an opening. Conchar, the pass to Jones. On the wing, Green. McDaniels defending. Good on the triple.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's Rivers. Now, here's Reed. Defended by Jones. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
That one drops for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Here's Conchar. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Rivers with it. And Jones pulls it down. There's 1:47 left in the third. Conchar, the pass to Jones. Here's Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Memphis, they have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And that one falls for Williams. Good on both. Timberwolves leading by 3. 1:32 left to play in the third. Rivers passes to Reed. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones with it. Picked up by Rivers. On the basket by Jones.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Rivers passes to Noel. 1:05 left to play in the third. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. That one drops. He ties it up. The Timberwolves have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Russell kicks to Towns. 35 seconds left to play here in the third. The layup missed. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Now Russell. Out to Edwards. Feeds it to Gobert. Over Clark. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Just 3 on the clock. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies out in front. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Towns against Jackson. Out to Russell. Clock at 6. Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. And that one is off. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 1. Adams finds Bain. And it's Morant at the elbow. The shot from the low post is good. Morant's got 22.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Morant. And then Morant shreds it in.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bain looking around. Here's Morant.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Morant's against Russell. Plays it up off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Pass to Bain. Uncovered. Good. And a nice assist from Morant.
Assist from
Bain's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Towns. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. The drive by Bain. Misses from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Towns. To the middle. Here's Prince. Plays it up and banks it in. And it's 6 points for Prince.
The evolution of Prince when they needed a hoop in a close game. He's one of the guys that they can count on.
Brooks with no one around. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
On the wing, Brooks. Bain against Edwards. Morant left side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now the feed to Edwards. Fires the three. No good. Shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now here's Morant. On the wing, Jackson. 1:11 left in the game. Bain against Edwards. Jackson kicks to Morant. Over Russell. And it's Morant missing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Driving to the basket. And then Morant slams it in.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Edwards dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Stepping up big. Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Morant's against Russell. Morant passes to Bain. Jackson kicks to Bain. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Solid work inside from Desmond Bain. He doesn't lack confidence attacking down there.
And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. And they recover it. It's stolen by Gobert. So it's Memphis picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty, thank you, David, great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. First.
ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purists.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Leonard. For three, George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And he drops it in from the low post.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jackson. George outside. Here's Jackson. Leonard with the ball. 4 on the clock. Lets it fly. Jackson can't get it to go.
He just couldn't finish the job that time, and too bad, because it was a nice look.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
Yeah, he was ready for the hop step all the way. He gets the position, holds his ground, and draws the charge.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game. The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
Fast break, Minnesota. And stolen by Leonard. Jackson with it. Russell covering. Kicks it to George. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Ooh, poked away. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. Out to the right wing. Now Gobert. He's guarded by Zubac. 4 on the clock. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And here's Jackson. Kicks it to George. Morris with it. Jackson, pass to Morris. Lets it fly from 18. Nice jump shot.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Russell. Got a piece of it. And here's Leonard. From outside the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Russell, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Now here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Inside, here's Zubac. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Morris with it. Towns covering. Here's Zubac. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Here's Edwards. And And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 55 seconds left to play in the first. George outside.
Timberwolves foul. Torian Boots. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Jackson against Russell. Back to Jackson. Now Leonard for three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his fourth rebound in this one. Towns finds Edwards. Off with the layup.
Really a complete defender. And Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
One quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The T-Wolves on top, up by... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the efforts defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Towns up top, guarded by Morris. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Zubac. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And, of course, he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And so Gobert nails both of them. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Minnesota in the lead. Now Russell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Good on the second one. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Russell against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. It's George on the wing. 4-3. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards against Leonard. Down low. Tipped. Zubac with the steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Russell attacking. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Boy, the former 2nd overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Up top, Jackson. Pass to Zubac. And Gobert with a block. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Russell, the pass to Towns. Doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And there's the whistle. Foul on the Minnesota Timberwolves. The free throw drops for Leonard. And Leonard drops them both. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Prince. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
George for 3, drains the triple. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Russell to pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You have to love what Gobert is doing on the offensive end so far. Staying active and finding lots of ways to contribute.
Up top, Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
In transition, here they come. Here's George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
George knows how to get his man to overcommit and off balance so he can draw the foul. He's got a number of sneaky veteran tricks that he effectively uses.
The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard passes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Morris finds Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches it. Towns with a rebound.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
Russell. It's rebounded by George. George has got 4 rebounds now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Making the most of their trips to the charity stripe, that's what they've done a good job of thus far in this one. Very comfortable at the line, and that's a good sign.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Russell against Jackson. George left side. And the jam by George.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Edwards. Crosses over into the lane. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
For 3, George. No luck on that one. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third.
The Clippers, 23.
Through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game. He's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Wall and Powell, the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5. Outside McDaniels. Back to Rivers. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Rivers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Wall, the pass to Batum. And that one is hammered home.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Pass to Rivers. Back to Anderson. Here's Noel. The 3. The rebound by Mann.
Not a shot he should have taken in the face of such tough defense. He needed to get a better look.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Outside McDaniels. That's a foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to Noel. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Powell outside. Pass to Mann. Out to Covington. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Rivers. Wall covering. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Noel. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Oh, it's stolen. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Here's Reed. That shot off the mark. The Clippers go the other way with it. Pass to Covington. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Here's Rivers. Outside, Anderson. Oh, they need this. Good D by Covington. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Mann. Here's Batum. McDaniels with some nice D.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's Noel. Powell covers. McDaniels against Wall. McDaniels can't hit.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the middle. And that one's good. Covington. And the Clippers lead by 4. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
A minute 20 left in the third. Here's Noel. Powell covers. Shot to stop the run. Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Ball finds Batum. The kick out to Wall. Back to Batum. Wall, the pass to Covington. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And that one misses. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And Russell is subbed in for Rivers. Nice shot by Morris. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
And Minnesota calls time here. Prince is checked in for McDaniels.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Russell. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pound. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's George. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And it's Jackson on the take. Morris passes to George. Zubac with it. Pass to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And again, it's the Clippers converting.
Paul George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Towns a screen on Jackson. Here's Russell. Here's Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Jackson, pass to Leonard. The 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. George with a steal. Oh, deflected. Morris outside. Up top, Zubac. It's George on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
Really a great job of this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He stressed the need to protect the ball. He said, quote, "Turnovers are killing us. We can't keep giving away possessions." It's a great way to agitate a coach. Let's send it back to the broadcast table now.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
He's scoring the rock at will, but he needs more help from his teammates.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Jackson outside. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Shot clock at 6. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Edwards lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
Edwards against George. Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Clippers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14. 6 to shoot. Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. The 3. George. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Towns on a screen. Edwards, the pass to Towns.
And this just goes to show how much of a difference focus makes. Good win here for the Clippers.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Jackson with it. Russell covering. And it's Morris penetrating. Pass to Zubac. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but a fish.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
He did enough to put this one away. Just a hard-fought battle.
So it's the Clippers picking up the win. It ends up being a... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.